is something with a radicalized portion that is very, very bad and very dangerous. It's like they're protecting each other, but they're really doing very bad damage. And they have to open up to society. They have to report the bad ones. And, you know, if you report the bad ones, all of a sudden you're not going to have the kind of problems. So there's something going on. And I would say this to the Muslims and in the United States also. When they see trouble, they have to report it. They're not reporting it. They're absolutely not reporting it. And that's a big problem.
I brought along the contract to show you. This, I have highlighted the region particularly. So you said you've read it and there are things that you agree. There are things I really hate about this. It's discriminatory against women. Did you know that, Susanna?
In what way?
In many ways. I've highlighted all the points where they have actually stated where they're discriminating against women.
Can you give an example?
I can quote them to you. Disadvantages may arise as summarised as below. A. Certain features of the new contract will adversely impact those who work part-time, majority of that being women. B. Women who take maternity leave, and some aspects of the new contract can also have certain adverse impacts regarding
you're
maternity.
reading directly from the contract.
I'm reading directly from the contract.
Here she comes.
She comes. Here comes Susanna. Look at that. Look at that. Wonder. I think a round of applause.
Yes.
Beautiful. 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 Are you going to now be Cilla Black and each item have a new outfit on for?
Do you know what? I think no one would have noticed. It's almost exactly the same.
Should I have not
dress.
mentioned it?
What did you say?
I just said you had a little wardrobe malfunction.
You might as well, come on, confess it. What happened?
That's a very sweet way of saying it.
Tell them what happened.
My dress broke.
Yeah.
Literally.
Spectacularly, actually.
During the news bulletin, the back of it just completely split open.
Apart.
Yeah.
I tried to help, but there was little I could do.
Which...
When you say, why do we need them,
right.
Are you talking about all Muslim people? There are 1.6 billion Muslims in the world. When you say, why do we need them, what do you mean?
No. I mean, why does our country need them? The point is, America is not a battered woman's shelter. Immigration policy, as I describe in the book, it ought to be designed to make the lives of Americans better, including immigrants to America. That isn't how our immigration policy has been run.
Look, Muslims represent...
So even before they start shooting, what was the point of Syed Farouk's parents? His father was a truck driver. What, there are no Americans who will drive a truck?
Okay, let me ask you this.
Syed's mother said that the father was, mentally ill. He was drunk. He beat the mother. Yeah. We have our own problems. We have our own poor people. We have our own criminals.
When we grew up, when we turned about 7, I think, I said to my mum, I was like, I don't want to wear the same things as Maria anymore. We look nothing alike. We like very different sorts of styles and stuff like that as well.
Made us end up looking so she dresses a lot different than me, and I think because we was dressed the same, we was like, no, we want to be so different.
Got to be different. Got to be different.
Yeah.
What about? There's the other thing that we have twins come on the show and they talk about a sort of a psychic bond between twins, like growing up. I mean, you are so different. Do you have that together?
I wouldn't say psychic. No, we've had the odd couple of moments of we get the same pains, and it's just like, oh, that's weird. I have that pain too.
Really?
But it might be the opposite side of us or something. But we don't really get the psychic thing.
Simon, of course, said he wanted you to be part of his team, but he's got a different category, which you don't fit into. What did you think then? Did you think, oh, I wish we were?
We've been so overwhelmed by that comment from Simon Cowell because, meeting him in person and performing in front of him was like a dream come true, and now he's telling that,
But we are blessed that he says, how would you like to transfer in Overton? We were very overwhelmed because everybody wants to be mentored by, Simon Cowell.
Take a closer. Gosh, I can't.
On my back of nerves now, Laura.
God, yes, we're all shaking.
We're going to have a closer look at this. So...
What have you done? What have you done?
Oh, God.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
We are making this up, right?
Please tell me this is a joke. Is this the original one that's worth £150,000?
Yes.
Get your bag out, Laura.
Right. We've probably got some insurance that covers this. Don't worry about it, Laura.
My heart is going 10 to the dozen.
Has anyone got some super
glue? Was it the gloves?
What have you done?
Oh my God, I
What
can't
have you
believe I've done this.
Laura? Laura?
Richard?
Don't look at me, I'm distancing myself
We're all
from this
looking at you,
entirely.
Richard.
Can we go to an advert? Is that what we just glue that back down again?
That's a bit
not
of a
really.
okay. We'll try and find some super glue. But in the meantime...
You'll be seeing most of those things at the Excel.
Guys,
most of them.
It was a joke! It's not really worth £150,000.
Gotcha.
You are nothing!
We're in Australia and we did a radio interview, and basically the guy and the woman who do it, they have like play pranks against each other, and they got Jade to pretend that she had a thing with Justin Bieber, so they got the man to ask and the woman to ask questions about Justin Bieber, and Jade stormed out. Our tour manager got involved and was like, you should know better, and she started crying, and it was just it was completely backfired.
She was
and it
like,
was just
I'm so sorry,
awkward.
I didn't know, I didn't get told not to mention
Very
him.
bad. Jade's not in the room at this time because she stormed out, and you can hear her going,
Yeah.
so it's still going on.
You did so well.
Yeah.
You did great on that.
Classy.
Yeah.
But Jade, have you got something going on with Justin Bieber?
No, I'm afraid not. No, definitely not.
Is that a definitely not?
I'd give her a
Absolute
smack round the
definite.
head if she was.
Oh, God.
The £350 million a week we send to the EU, which we will no longer send to the EU, can you guarantee that's going to go to the NHS?
No, I can't, and I would never have made that claim.
17 million people have voted for Leave.
Yep.
Based, I don't know how many people voted on the basis of that advert, but that was a huge part of the propaganda. You're now saying that's a mistake.
We have a £10 billion a year, a £34 million a day featherbed. That is going to be free money that we can spend.
Why, when you have such a problem with Islamic terror, which clearly exercises you, and you're very concerned about that, why would you want to make it easy for somebody like this killer to get his hands on a rifle like that to perpetrate what he did?
Well, it's not just a rifle like the AR-15. Any modern semi-automatic rifle, modern going back 50 or 60 years, is capable of the same exact rate of fire. And I'm very happy you brought up your Kinder Egg red herring, because I did some checking after you brought it up the last time we talked about this, and it turns out that choking on candy is one of the top 5 causes of childhood mortality in the United States, according to the CDC. Firearms, accidental firearms deaths, don't even rank in the top 10.
OK, Dan, you know, you're not...
Sorry.
I
I can't let this go. I'm sorry, Susanna. You're genuinely trying to tell us that in a country where 32,000 people a year are killed by guns, that eating candy is more dangerous?
No, I'm telling you that you're bringing up the the Kinder Egg is a complete red herring.
Great,
They're great. They haven't changed a jot. Still very much on terra firma. The film is out on Thursday. Kingsman Secret Service. Let's hear it for the Spanks.
Not that I'm desperate for money, but if the director wants bubble wrap, I'll